it is. I am tickled pink. I am touching myself. I am. Well, no, I'm not. You see, I got one hand on the phone, one right here. I am tickled pink this morning. Why? Because the final guest was announced for Chicago TARDIS. It made me want to leap out of my chair, do the hoodalali, and let's just say I was moist. Sasha Dewan. Sasha Dewan is coming to Chicago TARDIS. I'm not kidding. My nipples are hard. I'm all excited. It's just, oh man, I couldn't believe it. I was like, oh, you know, Joe Martin and Sasha Dewan. Oh wow. I still wish they could have landed Capaldi, but I don't know if that's ever going to happen again. I don't think Peter's done much along the convention circuit that I can find lately. He's been busy with Devil's Hour and things like that, so I'm really excited about that. Yeah, because we're definitely going to try to go to we're definitely going to try to go to Chicago TARDIS this year. Got the rooms reserved. I just got to get it. The Invincibles just got to get the ticket prices up for the photographs, autographs, and all that stuff. So just he's an amazing actor as Joe Martin. Like I said, the only thing I've seen Joe Martin though in personally was of course as the Fugitive Doctor, but I heard she's done other works here and there, and so that's got me really excited. Plus, we also, that's right, October 23rd this year was Fallout Day. Or at least that's what they called it for Bethesda, by the way, because for those of you who have not watched the series or played the games, the day the bombs drop in that particular universe was October 23rd, 2077. So they made a big deal out of this, and I was like, was there a game announcement? No. Was there an update of some kind? Yeah, but even though I think the graphics have gotten better, in some ways it's just kind of funky. But all right, well, happy birthday to your sister, Mark. Another revolution around the sun. I hope she has many, many more. Oh, the anniversary of ass. That's the way I think of that thing. Because it stank worse than ass. I had a good laugh also because I put up a graphic on the Dr. Freedom page. It was a meme. It was a picture of the cast of Cowboy Bebop and the cast of One Piece, the live action series. And I said, this series gets canceled, confusing pile of monkey shit gets renewed. And somebody goes, well, one was bad and one was good. So, no, one was good and one was bad and the other were good. So, and then I replied, yeah, the good one got canceled. Yeah, the whole, and yeah, that led to the April sharing a heart with one of them was stupid. Why they chopped off what's his name's leg for no reason when it really didn't play any part, and any real factors to me later on in the series was just dumb. Yes, the heart thing led to stone people boinking, and I'm like, what was the whole point of that? Why did I want to watch, a certain type of scene? Because you can't say that dirty sex word anymore on YouTube. With two rock people or whatever they were, doing the mambo or whatever we'll call it, and It had no purpose. It had no reason. It made no sense. Then you had also April was the little hacker girl, right? Learning how to fight literally 2 minutes before the big fight scene with a couple of nifty things from Quill, and yet holding her own with these creatures that are obviously warriors after a whole like 1 or 2 minutes of coaching. That's like, telling me, you know, do this, do that, and you can beat Mike Tyson. It's just made no sense. I can't remember the characters' names. I'm not kidding. I have literally forgotten most of it, except for Charlie, because I still wanted to make a meme of like Scut Farkus. Yeah, I think that was the name of the character, Scut Farkus from Christmas Story. What are you gonna do now? Cry for me? Come on, because that's all he ever did. Plus the factor, the Doctor just happens to dump crying Charlie on planet Earth with this mega weapon. Sadly, I think Quill was the only good thing about the series. And then they had to write Catherine. All right, forgive me if I butcher this. Was it Catherine Kelly? Or is it Kathleen Kelly? The actress? It's been a long time since I watched it. For good reason. So let me know if I just got that name wrong. Yeah, they had to write her pregnancy in, and it was one of the dumbest damn things they ever wrote. And I'm like, yeah, all right. I wasn't sure because it's been a long time since I watched it. The only reason I even got in the ballpark because, thank you, alliteration. Why do you think all your favorite comic book characters have, repeating, names? With repeating consonants? Because, that's how they could remember them all. Peter Parker, Wade Wilson. That's how those guys could remember their names most of the time. That's the only way I remember Catherine Kelly's name. But yeah, it's like there are ways to shoot around that. It's been done a billion times. Besides, you were going to have to bring in a stunt double for fight scenes and all that anyway. So I don't know why they wrote that in. That just made it dumber. Oh, yeah. And then, of course, the big cliche tag ending, the reveal of the Weeping Angels. The Weeping Angels. The Weeping Angels are going to an intermediary race to take over a British private school for what? The Weeping Angels once stepped in and took over all of New York for, because they could. Yet now they want to take over an English private school for some insidious plot. Yeah, that right there was just this, terrible. You have a disabled actress and now that character can walk. I'm like, really? How long is that going to last? All right, Patrick Ness in season 2 would have had Weeping Angel Civil War. Still, what is the point of taking over a private school in England? Oh, man. Yes, there are many ways to shoot around that, Travis. It's been done a billion times before. Matter of fact, did you know Gates McFadden was pregnant during Star Trek? That's why she wore the blue jacket for an entire season. There are ways around it. Yeah, that's another thing I'll never forgive. Oh God, that stupid ass asylum. Asylum of the Daleks. Oh no, we don't kill inferior ones anymore. We just stick them in an asylum. Oh, by the way, it's an asylum we can't re-enter. We have a wormhole to it, and this is a modern advanced, Dalek race which have planet-killing weapons. But we couldn't just beam one down. We got to send the Doctor and two of his companions with a weeping divorce story. I Yeah, but the Parliament of the Daleks. Matter of fact, yeah, you're right. Jodie was pregnant at the time she regenerated, which a lot of people bring up, which means she technically at that point was the first actor on screen to actually portray the Doctor with two hearts. I see that meme everywhere now, so. Yeah, the Amy and Rory got divorced, and yeah, I can't have children anymore because of what Liver Dong did to my uterus. Or yeah, that whole if a couple boinks in the TARDIS, you could turn their baby into a way called a Time Lord. That was all nonsense. Like I said, the guy doesn't care as long as he gets to the big cry or the big speech at the end. But I'm not going to really besmirch him too much because a lot of his storylines were pretty damn good. So I don't want to, you know, harp on him too badly because he is a good writer. But the problem is, for a while there, he was doing a repeating pattern. It was like World Enough in Time. Mondasian Cybermen. Well, if the Mondasians are no longer on Mondas, which is a dying planet, why would they have to make Cybermen? I know. It kind of makes you wonder, but at least we know the actress's uterus is still working. That kid's going to have the reddest hair on planet Earth, depending on whose genes take over. But personally, I give that marriage's chance 1 in 3. When you get married and then not even a week later you're in marriage counseling, that kind of tells me it wasn't a good idea to get married. But that's just me. I'm a jealous old bastard. But I am married, so I wouldn't think thoughts like that. Yeah, and the whole kill the moon thing, oh God, that was terrible. That's the reason I wrote Death Moon. Because it was one of the inspirations for writing the story Death Moon. Because I couldn't stand the whole moon was an egg story. It was like, ugh. That was just terrible. But that was also the season, like I said, you saw a lot of fan assumptions going on, and I was sitting back there, it ain't going to be that. Look, there's spiders or whatever on the moon. That's got to be the 8 legs. No, it ain't. Oh, look. Remember in the forest of the shite? Everybody around me was going, it's got to be the crinoids. No, it ain't. You remember the little 8-legged critters that were supposedly the antibodies or whatever for the moon egg? Yeah. The trees grew to protect us. Well, it kind of shows me they were racist, the trees. Where were they when why didn't they deflect the meteor that came for the poor dinosaurs, man? It kind of shows me you had a thing against reptiles. Nah. Oh, well, what can you do? It's crazy stuff. Oh yeah, but War Between the Land and the Sea filming is still going on. If you want to watch any of that, there's nothing major league spoilery, I don't think, that I've seen. Follow the DWSR hashtag over on the X, the platform formerly known as Twitter. Look up a site called Doctor Who Filming Locations or Doctor Who Production News, and they'll give you the info on what's going on there. Well, I got to get running inside, folks. So please take care of yourselves. Enjoy the rest of your Thursday. Be kind, be calm, be safe. We'll see you all hopefully tomorrow. So take care, everyone.